Hello, everyone. I'm really happy you're here because today we're going to talk about something that connects us all, our daily habits. Yes, those little routines we do every single day, from the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed. Talking about your daily habits is one of the most common ways to start a conversation in English. It's simple, it's real, and it helps you sound natural when you speak. Let's be honest. Everyone has a routine. Some people wake up early and go for a jog. Some people love their coffee first thing in the morning. Some of us hit the snooze button 5 times before getting up. But how do we talk about all these things in English? How do you describe your morning, your workday, your evening habits in a way that sounds fluent and confident? That's exactly what I'll teach you today. We'll talk about how to describe your class morning routine, your Fakao work or school routine, your hot evening habits, and even your the weekend activities. You'll learn lots of real-life expressions, American-style examples, pronunciation tips, and vocabulary that native speakers use in everyday conversation. And don't worry, I'll explain everything step by step, so even if you're a beginner, you'll understand it clearly. By the end of this video, you'll be able to confidently say your full daily routine in English like a native speaker. Naturally, clearly, and fluently. Before we begin, I want to ask you 2 questions. First, what is the very first thing you do after you wake up in the morning? And second, what is one habit you really want to change or improve in your daily life? Tell me your answers in the comments below. I'll be reading them all. All right, let's dive right in. Part 1. Talking about your morning habits. Let's start with the morning, because that's where everyone's day begins. When you talk about your morning habits in English, you can use simple verbs in the present simple tense, because habits are actions you do regularly. For example, I wake up at 6:30 every morning. I brush my teeth and wash my face. I take a shower. I get dressed. I make a cup of coffee. I have breakfast with my family. I leave for work at 8 a.m. That's the basic structure. Notice something? All the verbs. Wake up, brush, wash, take, get, make, have, leave are in the ka base form with I, because we're talking about our daily habits. Now let's make it sound more natural and fluent by adding details. Instead of saying, I wake up at 6:30 every morning, you can say, I usually wake up around 6:30, but sometimes I hit the snooze button a couple of times. That's how real people speak, using words like usually, sometimes, often, always, never, or rarely. These are frequency adverbs, and they make your sentences sound alive. Examples. I usually wake up early. I rarely skip breakfast. I always check my phone before getting out of bed. I sometimes meditate in the morning. Let's talk about a typical American morning in cities like Los Angeles or Chicago. Many people start their day with a quick coffee run. They stop by Starbucks or a local cafe. You might hear someone say, I grab a cup of coffee on my way to work. Or, I stop by Dunkin' for my morning latte. Grabbo means to quickly take something, and Americans love using this word. So instead of saying, I buy a coffee, You can say, I grab a coffee. It sounds natural and casual. Another example, greater than, I take my dog for a walk every morning. I check my emails before breakfast. I listen to a podcast while getting ready. If you want to sound even more fluent, you can combine actions. I make coffee while listening to the news. I brush my teeth after I take a shower. This kind of sentence shows sequence. What comes before and after, which is very useful when talking about habits. Dr. One, vocabulary for morning routines. Let's expand your vocabulary a little. Here are some useful words and phrases. Alarm clock, the device that wakes you up. Get out of bed. Physically leave the bed after waking up. Take a shower. Wash yourself with water. Brush your hair/teeth. Clean or style your hair or teeth. Make breakfast. Prepare your morning meal. Get dressed. Put on your clothes. Commute. Travel from home to work or school. Pack your bag/lunch. Prepare things you need for the day. Now let's make a short example paragraph using all of them. I usually wake up at 6:30 when my alarm clock goes off. I get out of bed, take a quick shower, and brush my teeth. Then I make some scrambled eggs and toast for breakfast. I get dressed, pack my lunch, and leave the house around 7:45 to catch the bus to work. Sounds simple, right? But this is how native English speakers describe their mornings: clear, specific, and easy to understand. Part 2. Talking about work or school habits. Now let's move to what happens after the morning. Your work or study habits. If you're a student, you can say, I go to school at 8 a.m. I attend classes until 3 p.m. I take notes and participate in discussions. I eat lunch in the cafeteria with my friends. If you're working in a company, you might say, I start work at 9 a.m. and finish around 5. I check my emails first thing in the morning. I attend meetings with my team. I take a lunch break around noon. I usually have lunch with my coworkers at a nearby restaurant. Now, if you live in the US, a typical working day looks like this. People leave home around 7:30 or 8, grab a coffee on the way, work from 9 to 5, and maybe stop by the gym or a grocery store after work. So you can say, after work, I usually go to the gym before heading home. I sometimes stop at Trader Joe's to buy groceries. I get stuck in traffic on my way home. These are daily life expressions that make your English sound very natural. Let's look at some more work-related vocabulary. Clock in, clock out. Start or end your work hours. Take a break. Pause from work for a few minutes. Reply to emails. Respond to messages. Attend a meeting. Go to a scheduled work discussion. Meet deadlines. Finish your tasks on time. Example paragraph. I usually clock in around 9 a.m. I check my emails, reply to messages, and plan my day. Around 11, I attend a quick meeting with my team. I take a short coffee break and then get back to work. I have lunch at my desk, finish up my tasks, and clock out by 5 p.m. Nasu. Part 3. Talking about evening and night habits. Evening habits show how you relax after a long day. Here are some common verbs: get home, cook dinner, watch TV, spend time with family, do the dishes, take a shower, go to bed. Example sentences: I get home around 6 p.m. and start cooking dinner. After dinner, I watch a movie or read a book. I spend some time with my kids before bedtime. I usually go to bed around 10:30. And here's a sample paragraph. After work, I drive home and cook something simple for dinner, usually pasta or grilled chicken. I eat dinner with my family and talk about our day. After dinner, I clean the kitchen, take a shower, and relax on the couch watching Netflix. Around 10:30, I go to bed and scroll through my phone before falling asleep. Let's see. Part 4. Talking about weekend habits. Weekends are special. People in the U.S. love to relax or do fun things on weekends. Here's how you can talk about them. I usually sleep in on weekends. I go grocery shopping on Saturday morning. I meet my friends for lunch or coffee. Sometimes I go hiking or visit the beach. On Sundays, I clean the house and prepare for the week. Example paragraph. On weekends, I like to sleep in a little longer. On Saturday mornings, I go for a jog around the park and then meet my friends for brunch. In the afternoon, I do laundry or run errands. On Sunday, I like to relax at home, watch movies, or plan my schedule for the coming week. How to talk naturally. To sound fluent, don't just list actions. Add connecting words. Like, after that. Then natin, later. Before. Finally, example. I wake up at 6:30. After that, I take a shower and get dressed. Then I make breakfast and check my phone. Before leaving for work, I feed my cat. Finally, I head out around 8. That flow makes your English sound smooth and natural. Nakarasa, useful tips to describe your daily habits. Use the present simple tense, because habits are regular actions. Example. I go, I work, I sleep. 2. Use adverbs of frequency to describe how often you do something. Example. I usually drink coffee. I sometimes go jogging. 3. Add time expressions to make it real. Example. In the morning, at night, on weekends. 4. Add feelings or preferences. Example. I love drinking coffee in the morning. I hate getting up early. Nakurtheos Part 5. Real-life example, American context. Let's imagine a character. Jason, a 28-year-old software engineer living in Hawaii, San Francisco, California. I usually wake up around 6:45 because my alarm goes off at that time. I stretch for a few minutes, brush my teeth, and take a shower. Then I make a cup of black coffee. I can't start my day without it. Around 8, I start my car and drive to my office downtown. It takes me about 30 minutes to get there. I work from 9 to 5, and during lunch, I usually go out with my coworkers to a place called Chipotle. After work, I sometimes go to the gym, but honestly, not every day. I get home around 7, cook dinner, and relax on the couch. I watch a bit of TV or scroll through social media before going to bed around 11. That's pretty much my routine. That's how you can tell your whole day naturally, just like a native speaker. Machakor. Grammar focus. Do and does in questions. When you ask about someone's habits, use do or does plus subject plus verb. Examples. Do you wake up early? Do you exercise every day? Does she cook dinner every night? Does he drive to work? You can answer, yes, I do, / no, I don't. Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Example conversation. A. Do you drink coffee every morning? B. Yeah, I do. I can't function without coffee. Part 6. Common phrases and expressions. Here are some expressions Americans use daily when talking about habits. I'm not a morning person. Means you don't like waking up early. I start my day with, I can't function without. I hit the gym after work. I binge watch shows at night. I crash early. Means go to bed early. I stay up late. I grab a bite. Means eat something quickly. Example. I'm not a morning person, so I usually need a strong coffee to wake up. I grab a bite before heading to work. Part 7. Practice speaking about your own habits. Now it's your turn. Try to describe your full day using what you learned. Here's a structure. 1. Morning. What time you wake up, what you do first, breakfast, leaving for work, school. 2. Daytime, work/study activities, lunch, breaks. 3. Evening. Dinner, relaxation, hobbies. 4. Night. What time you sleep. Example. Greater than. I wake up at 7, take a shower, and have oatmeal for breakfast. I leave for work at 8:30. I work from 9 to 5 and have lunch at a cafe near my office. After work, I walk my dog, cook dinner, and watch TV. I go to bed around 11. That's a perfect routine description. Short, simple, clear. Dr. Tia, ending message. Talking about daily habits is one of the easiest and most useful ways to practice English. It helps you speak naturally, use common verbs, and build confidence in expressing yourself. Start small. Talk about your mornings, then your evenings, and slowly build your fluency. Remember, English is not just about words. It's about describing your real life. So, go ahead and write in the comments. What time do you wake up every day? And what's one habit you want to change in your life? I'll read your answers and reply to some of you. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember, small daily habits in learning English create big results over time. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.